Sunday fun day. Y'all, I'm telling you, mental health is real. Mental health is real, you guys. There is so much going on. Happy Sunday fun day. I hope y'all are having an amazing start of y'all's day. Y'all, we are going to get into it. Y'all, on the other day, actually July 11th, you guys, I'm telling you, these people are really shut out, y'all. People are really shut out. This is why I always say you treat people, the right way. You treat people how you want to be treated. You go around lying and saying this, that, and the third because you want to be with somebody else. It's just not where it's happening, y'all. Hey, Miss Red. Hey, D-Dot, how are you? I think I got some paint on my hair. Y'all, I'm over here helping my son. Well, he's at work. I'm over here painting. We over here, we working hard. I'm painting my baby Jabil. He's at the house washing dishes. Y'all, I'm over here painting. I got some paint on my hair. I'm over here painting walls at my son's house. Oh, Lord Jesus. I need to come out anyway, because y'all, look at my hair. My hair looking start like it's about to start to dread. Y'all, we need to take this hair out because this hair is looking a mess. Hey, D-Dot. Hey, Miss Red. Loving myself. Hey, loving myself. This Red, D-Dot. Welcome in. Y'all, we gonna get started, y'all. I'm telling you, mental health is real, y'all. I'm telling you, mental health is real. Y'all, there was a really popular guy in Dallas, and he was a credit repair guy, right? And I think, loving myself, are you in Dallas? I think you are in Dallas. I think you're in Dallas, but let me know. Are you? I think you're in Dallas, loving myself. I think. But did you hear this about this credit repair guy? He had a girlfriend, they had a child. I thought it was his wife. But in the report that I got, I found this out late last night. I said I was going to come early today in the morning because y'all know I be doing 11 things, but I had to come and talk to y'all about this. But y'all, this situation was crazy. Like the credit repair guy, his name was I think his name was William. Let me see. Yeah, William. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think his name was let me see. Hold on. Let me get his full name. Um Let me get his full name. His name was Todd Austin. His name was Todd Austin. But Anonymous, hey, welcome. Anonymous says gonna be playing with the cows today, hay and feed day. Okay. See, we all working on Sunday, right? I'm over here painting my son's house, for his tenants. They kind of scraped up the walls a little bit, and it has a brand new house. So I'm doing some spot painting. My baby Jabil is over look like 2 streets over at our house, over there cleaning, washing dishes and stuff. And Anonymous is over there messing with the cows. Today is a day, right? Sunday fun day is going down today, right? So y'all, let's get into it. Y'all, let's get into it. I'm telling you, mental health is crazy, right? And the way we also treat people, and the way people mislead other people into thinking they want to be with them and they really don't, for whatever reason. But some people cannot take it, too, lightly and politely, right? They be doing, they be doing a lot. So anyway, let's get into it, you guys. So it says, Credit Champ CEO Todd Austin shot and killed in a salon murder suicide. Y'all, I'm telling you, this situation is crazy. Loving Myself says, no, I didn't hear anything about that story. Yeah, Loving Myself, it's in Dallas, in Arlington. I think it's in Arlington, Texas, still around the Dallas area. But it says, tragedy in Arlington, Credit Champ's founder fatally shot by his alleged ex-girlfriend during a haircut. This girl walks in the barbershop. They call it a hair salon, but you might as well say a barbershop hair salon. And thank you, James. And the girlfriend, I thought it was his wife. Y'all, she opened fire and shot and killed him while he was getting his hair cut. And I'm like, and they have a little child, a little baby. But y'all, we're gonna get into it. Let me just kind of tell you guys what happened. So they both were doing credit repair, had a great business, had cars, he had like the Tesla truck, he had Mercedes. They were doing really good doing credit repair together, right? As a team, as a couple. Well, they had a baby, and somewhere along the line, I guess, the guy, Todd, I think his name is Todd, he did not want to be with the girlfriend no more. So what happens? He tells her, I don't want to be with you no more. And then he goes and put a restraining order on her. Now, I don't know how things went or whatever, but we're going to read it together because I'm just finding this out. I found it out last night, but then it was late. I was like, I'm about to go to sleep. So that's why I said I'm going to do it this morning. But she, I guess, wasn't taking it easy. She goes to the salon where the barbershop where he's getting a haircut and shoots him in front of everybody. Let alone, you guys, let alone they had a child together. So I don't know what happened, but they did say that he was moving on with another girl. Like didn't want to be with her no more. He let her know. She didn't take it lightly or politely or easy. She snapped out. He put a restraining order on her. And then next thing you know, she finds out where he's at, goes over there to the barbershop or the hair salon, is saying in this article, and she kills him like point blank, bam. Then she goes and then she kills herself. Y'all, I'm telling you, mental health is something serious, y'all. But it says, let's continue. So it says, yesterday morning, July 11th, 2025, oh, yes, D-Dot. Yeah, wait, they have to send them to the block party because, people be cutting up early in the morning. Thank you, Anonymous. I'm telling you, people be cutting up early in the morning. So it says yesterday morning, July 2025, a devastating incident unfolded at the Salon and Spa Galleria in Arlington, Texas, thus resulting in the death of Credit Repair Champs CEO Todd Austin. Authorities have confirmed that the 37-year-old businessman was shot multiple times while receiving a haircut by his ex-girlfriend. Y'all, he was in the chair getting a haircut, and she came in there and shot him while he was in the chair getting a haircut. Y'all, this is sad. Y'all, this is very, very sad. So it says, by his ex-girlfriend, who's 37-year-old Timon Michelle Williams, who later turned the gun on herself and killed herself, y'all. I'm telling you, this is sad. It says, according to the Arlington Police Department, Williams entered the salon located in the 7800 block of South Cooper Street around 10 a.m. in the morning. Surveillance and eyewitness reports indicated she walked directly to the barber suite where Austin was getting a haircut and opened fire. Williams attempted to flee the scene upon noticing arriving officers. However, she ultimately re-entered the building and fatally shot herself. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is sad. This is very, very sad. It says Austin was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Williams was transported to the Williams was transported to a nearby hospital and later succumbed her injuries. She later died. It says the incident is being classified as a murder-suicide stemming from a domestic dispute. Authorities have stated there is no other suspects or threats to the public. It says Todd was widely known in Texas and beyond as a founder and CEO of the credit repair company, Credit Champs, with a growing client base. And y'all, they were both doing credit repair. They were doing great. They were doing great in life. They were both 37. They had just had a child. I thought they were married, but they weren't married. They were just girlfriend and boyfriend. But they had a child, and I'm telling you, the child is probably no more than maybe 2 or 3 years old, is my assumption, because they were in a picture together with her and her, her belly bump. And I don't know if that was his son or her son, but they were, they're a couple that was doing great. They were doing great in life. And he somehow, I don't know what happened to their relationship, but somehow he didn't want to be with her no more. And he moved on, got another girlfriend, and then told Timon that, I don't want to be with you no more for whatever reason. I don't know. Hey, Lisa, how are you? And then she gets upset, finds out that he's over there in the barber's chair getting his hair cut, and she goes over there to the shop where he's at and kills him while he's in the chair, and then turns and kills herself, not even realizing and understanding they got a child together. Like you're not even thinking about your child. Now this child is left without both parents. Y'all, this is sad and devastating. Let's continue. It says his social media often reflected a life of success. Therefore, featuring branded vehicles, motivational content, and messages about financial empowerment, many admired Austin for his dedication to helping people rebuild their financial lives. I'm telling you, hey CJ, hey Nun, welcome. I'm telling you, y'all, these people were doing great. This couple, they were doing great in life. They were both doing credit repair. I mean, I seen some of their cars. They showed some of their cars. They had Mercedes. They had the Tesla truck. I mean, they had it going on, but for whatever reason, it went apart, it went astray, and he didn't no longer want to be with her. I don't know if she was like crashing out, was she acting crazy, or because he was out there doing him. I have no idea. It didn't say in the further reports of what I heard last night, but we're going to continue to read it and see if they let us know. Anonymous says success and inner demons is what kills. Yes, it's crazy. Hey, Dwarta. Hey, Oatmeal. How are you? Splin. Welcome, y'all. This is very sad. This is very sad. Hey, DeMarco, welcome. This is very sad. When you have two people who are doing great in life, maybe they're not on the same accord. Maybe one wants to still run the streets, or maybe one doesn't want to be with the other because whatever reasons. But at least he told her he didn't want to be with her no more. He didn't even he got another girlfriend. And this girlfriend, the one he had a baby with, a child with, I guess she wasn't having it. I don't know if she was crashing out, but it seems like she probably was crashing out. Reason being, he went and put a restraining order on her. Now, he ain't putting on no restraining order on, nobody's putting a restraining order on somebody that is not doing anything, that's like kind of chill, trying to maybe understanding, this person doesn't want to be with me. Okay, let me move on. No, she was not trying to move on. She was probably giving him all kind of problems, but I don't know. I cannot confirm that. But y'all, let's read on. So it said, many admire Austin for his dedication for helping people rebuild their financial lives. In addition to his business accomplishments, Austin was also a father. His death has left at least one child orphan, sparking an outpouring of grief and concern from the local community and supporters. I'm telling you, this is sad. This is terrible. It says, shooter identified as ex-partner and mother of his child. So it says, Timon Michelle Williams was confirmed by police as Austin's former romantic partner and the mother of one of his children. While little is publicly known about her professional life, her relationship with Austin had reportedly ended prior to the shooting. It says social media speculation, while unverified, has included rumors of infidelity and even health-related accusations of contributing factors. Oh my goodness, did he give her an STD or did she give him an STD or something? Some kind of contributing factors, health-related, y'all. I don't know. This is just what the report is saying. It says, however, police have not confirmed any motive beyond the context of domestic tensions. Some posts suggest may have tracked Austin's location before carrying out the attack, though this also remains unverified. Y'all, some of these couples, some people are crazy. It could be the man being crazy or the woman. Y'all, she probably could have got his phone and put his location and set it up to where she knows where he is at all times. I don't know, but they're saying something sparked off about some health related issues, and y'all know he had already moved on from what the reports are saying. What health issues? I don't know. Maybe it was a STD or something. I don't know. I mean, that's what it kind of sounds like to me. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. However, when people break up and then, they want to go about their business, move on, or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, and the other person does not agree or is upset, they're hurt, that that can spark off something just like this. And if the person is probably mentally disturbed in some way, shape, or form, this is what happens. Just like the lady at McDonald's, y'all know I've been reporting on that with the Detroit lady at McDonald's. Y'all, I'm telling you, mental health is real. We don't know what people are going through. We don't know if they're suffering mentally inside from some kind of trauma or something. And, we don't know if she maybe had maybe abandonment issues from other people, other relationships, childhood trauma. Y'all, mental health is very, very real. Oatmeal says, this makes no sense. There has to be more to the story. Yeah, I think it is. It's saying that he had moved on and he got a girlfriend. So I don't know if she was in love with him because them two had a child together. So I don't know if she was hurt, like, I got your child, I'm in love with you, you out here maybe allegedly, cheating with this other person. I don't know, but I don't know what happened, but this is kind of what it sounds like to me, but don't quote me on that, right? Don't quote me on that. Maybe he gave her a STD, sexually transmitted disease, and then she found out, and maybe she snapped out, crashed out, and then that's why she was probably got a restraining order put on her by him. I have no idea, but all I do know is sad because there is a young baby, a young child is now parentless. Now the young child is left without both the mom and the father, the mother and the father, and this is sad and heart-wrenching. But just also like the situation in the McDonald's in Detroit, remember the other day too. This happened the same day, I believe. This situation with the McDonald's girl, the employee, where she went and the McDonald's manager, she said her McDonald's manager was telling her that, she gonna take off her belt and whoop them like she whoops her kids. She talking about she, pulled out a gun on her kids, all kind of stuff. And we didn't even know. Well, actually, there was reports that this girl, the one that killed the McDonald's manager, the employee, that she had basically took out a knife and did this and the same similar behavior to another employee she used to work with at Taco Bell. So when we are talking about mental health, people, we don't know what people are going through, right? People will crash out in a hot New York minute. Hey, Bronze, how are you? People will crash out in a hot New York minute, and then we be looking at them like, what is going on? We don't know what's going on with them, but we evidently know some of these people, a lot of people are going through mental, health, mental crisis that we don't even know, because it's none of our business. If they are, they don't have to share that with us. But at the same time, when we see that people are like maybe a little off, and maybe something is probably like some kind of trauma or something is going on, and we could maybe possibly, because we're not doctors, I'm not a doctor, but we can relate it to maybe they have some kind of childhood trauma, maybe some mental illness situations going on. I mean, we don't know, but what we do know is that when somebody breaks up, breakups are not always a beautiful thing, right? These things like this can always happen when we are dealing with people who we don't know what their full mental state is. And it's like I said, it's sad because in the McDonald's situation, the McDonald's employee killed the manager with a knife. I mean, she was shanking her really so bad. I mean, it was terrible. It was so terrible. And then the McDonald's manager was a single parent. She was left with like 5 or 6 kids, 5 or 6 kids behind. Hey, One Love, how are you? Hey, Celebrity Scandalous. She left 5 or 6 kids behind. And then this situation with Dallas, with the credit guy and the CEO, he left. I think he had 2 kids, I want to say. I think he had 2 kids because in one of the pictures, it shows him the girl, the guy, and then her being pregnant, and then a boy that looks like he's maybe 13 or 14, and the little boy looks like it's his child. I don't think the 13 or 14-year-old boy in the picture was hers, but I may be wrong. Celebrity says this was sad. Yes, this is really sad, y'all. When I say this is heart-wrenching, y'all, I'm telling you, 2025 has been like on fire, has it not? All kind of stuff has been going on, and y'all, this is very sad and very devastating to be having both of those incidents happen in the same day, or I believe the same day. I believe this all happened on Thursday for this incident in Dallas and also the incident in Detroit with the McDonald's manager. And y'all, I'm gonna do a live, or I'm gonna make a long video about the lady, about the girls, the 26-year-old McDonald's employee that stabbed her manager up. I got her social media, and y'all, oh my God. Y'all, when I say mental health is real, mental health is real. But what the girl in McDonald's was saying, her name is Afeni. Y'all, some of the stuff she was saying, it sounded like the manager was kind of bullying her to a certain extent. But I'm not saying what the manager got being unalived and getting shanked with a knife to death was absolutely wrong on both ends of the spectrum, no matter how you look at it. But at the same time, you cannot be talking to people. I don't care if you're a manager or not. You cannot be talking to people crazy, talking about you're going to take your belt off and whip the McDonald's employees like you whip your children. Come on now. This is crazy. This is crazy. But y'all, let's continue reading on this Dallas CEO, the credit repair guy. So it says a video montage fuels online reactions. It says a video originally posted by Raindrops Media, an account known for viral news and entertainment, has brought massive attention to this case. The video is a 1 minute and 23-second montage. It is presented in a TikTok style format. It includes lifestyle clips of Austin posing with luxury vehicles, working on his laptop, and engaging in business branding. Y'all, I'm telling you, he had a whole nice car. He had the Tesla truck, and he had like credit repair, I think, written on it. It's a really nice truck. He had Mercedes-Benz trucks. He had nice cars. I'm telling you, he's living a lavish lifestyle. At least he did live a lavish lifestyle, and she lived a lavish lifestyle, and they were doing great in life together as a couple. Like I said, eventually he didn't want to be with what's her name, Timoni, no more, so he moved on. So he went on and found another girlfriend, and I think T-Money was crashing out. She was probably, I don't know how, if they got together and maybe he was doing credit repair and she joined him doing the credit repair, or how they both started doing it. I'm not sure who led who off, or if they just came up with the idea together. But needless to say, they were very, very wealthy. They were doing great in life together. They had nice cars. They had a baby together. And then for this to crash out and leave a baby, behind from both parents being gone is very, very sad. But y'all, let's continue. It says overlaying these visuals is a narration describing the incident as a murder-suicide. Dude was getting his hair cut. Woman came in and shot him while he was in the chair, y'all. She shot him while he was in the chair. She ended up deceased. She shot him and then she shot herself. It says, 2 people deceased. No footage of the shooting is included. However, the video's emotionally charged delivery and visuals has sparked a wave of engagement. When I say this is so sad on so many levels, y'all, it is so sad. It says, as of this morning, the video has amassed over 2 million views. In addition, it has more than 94,000 likes, 1,360 reposts, 375 quotes, and 2,600 bookmarks. It says the community shocked as domestic violence debate intensifies. It says the incident had ignited a widespread conversation online and in the Arlington community. It says, while many have paid tribute to Austin, calling him a credit guru and a committed father, others have focused on broader issues. The tragedy has highlighted the prevalence of domestic violence and is often overlooked to impact on men. It says posts like women abusing men is serious and everyone thinks it's funny. Let me say this, you guys, real quick. People don't really even think about men being beat up, men being in domestic violence situations with women. We always kind of assume that when it's a domestic issue, oh, it's a man beating on a woman. That is not the case. There is a lot of men, and maybe they go silent more as us women do, but it happens. It happens every day, just like it happens to women. Maybe not that many, not as high, but it does happen. So we don't know if this girl maybe was slapping him out, maybe punching him, throwing stuff, maybe throwing hot grits on him, popping him upside his head with a skillet or something. We don't know what happened, right? We don't know what happened, but these things do happen to men. Men are also victims of domestic violence, right? And we have to understand these cases don't come probably as often as we see to flourish, to light, I guess, to front street. We don't really see men a lot going through these situations. But at the same time, it's happening, right? So it says, posts like women abusing men is serious and everyone thinks it's funny. And you really can't even feel safe getting a haircut anymore. Have gone viral, prompting discussions about relationship safety, toxic dynamics, and gender-based violence. I'm telling you, this is crazy. People have to understand that this happens to men just like women. Like, I'm telling you, it's so sad to see this situation. It says some users have even liked the incident to the 2009 murder of NFL quarterback Steve McNair by a romantic partner, therefore drawing chilling comparisons. It says, data underscores alarming reality of domestic violence. Y'all, this is domestic violence. This could be like a mental health situation too. We don't know how, her mental state was, right? People will, try to thrive and try to live. Of course, they can live in society. They can work and have jobs and things like that. But really and truly, we don't know what's going on mentally with people. Now, sometimes we can see behaviors and we're like, oh, well, she need to go see a shrink. She need to go get some, some therapy. Maybe she has like trauma, childhood trauma. Maybe she's been abused before. Whatever the case may be, sometimes it will bleed through whatever this person is doing, right? Snapping out, crashing out, maybe like behaving in a crazy manner where you're like, oh my goodness, she's slapping him up. Oh my goodness, she's almost 40 years old. She shouldn't be slapping him up. She should sit down and try to talk to him. But we don't know what her mental state was. So let's continue. So it says, according to National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. Most public attention focuses on female victims. See, that's what I said, y'all. Most of this, people think of, domestic violence. Oh, this is like a Diddy and Cassie situation. Oh, this is like just a man putting his hands on a woman. No, women put hands on men too, right? I'm telling you, women can be savages too. I've been seen and heard of some savage women, right? Some super savage women, right? So we can't say every time we hear of a domestic violence, oh, it's a man beating on a woman. No, it can also be a woman beating on a man. We see that men don't come out because men are supposed to be strong, right? Women are supposed to be like a little bit weaker than men, right? In our feelings, this, that, and the third. Men are supposed to be strong and tough. So a man is not going to come out probably nowhere near as much as a woman would and talk about they've been beat up by their girlfriend. They've been slapped up beside their face. The girlfriend and slapped them upside their face or punched them in the face. Remember, what's his name? Remember Neo? Remember when Neo's girlfriend went over to his house And she was punking him in his own house. And that was just on the camera. We don't know what she did behind his back. I mean, did she pop him? Did she slap him? Did she hit him with some hot grits? I'm telling you, there's women out there that are savages. And this what Neo had with his baby mama, she was talking to him like, I'm telling you, she was punking him. I mean, it was like, oh my God, are you serious? Or is this a play? Because she went to his house, somehow got in his house, and was talking to him like as if she was a queen of his castle, which she never even lived there, from what I understand. But y'all, I'm telling you, this is sad, but y'all, let's continue. So it says experts emphasize the tragic hold on real quick. Most public attention focuses on female victims. Meanwhile, male victims remain a significant yet often underreported demographic. It says experts emphasize the tragic outcomes like Austin Williams incident underscore the need for stronger intervention systems, increased awareness, and better support for people of any gender experiencing domestic abuse. So it says funeral arrangements and ongoing investigation. No official funeral details have been released for Todd Austin or Timon Michelle Williams. Arlington, is it raining? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I got the windows open. I'm over here at my son's house, and I'm like, is this the rain? It seems like it's raining. So anyway, it says, no official funeral details have been released for Todd Austin or Timon Michelle Williams. Arlington police continue to investigate, although early indications suggest no outside parties were involved. It says authorities are also examining whether any warning signs were missed and what protective measures could have prevented the fatal encounter. In the meantime, Credit Champs has gone silent on social media. This is sad, y'all. It says, and many in the business and financial literacy communities are mourning the loss of a figure they viewed as a role model. Y'all, they were both very successful. Both of them were very, very successful. I don't know if he is the one who led up being like a credit repair business, and they met up, linked up, and she kind of joined him, or vice versa, or if they did this together. But needless to say, this is a sad, tragic situation. And y'all, this week has brought a lot of like all kind of stuff going on this week, right? Like I said, the McDonald's manager getting killed by her employee, getting shanked, stabbed to death. So sad, so tragic. She leaves 5 or 6 kids behind. And then here, the credit repair guy and his girlfriend in Dallas, well, ex-girlfriend, being killed. And then they leave a little baby behind. Like I said, the baby maybe 2 or 3 years old, possibly. But y'all, I'm telling you, mental health is real, real, real. And to say this too, people, I don't know if that Afeni, the McDonald's employee, the one that killed her manager, I don't know if her story about the manager, saying that, she's going to take off the belt and whoop them. It sounded like it's real to me. It sounded like it was real, like a real story. Like, I don't know. But I cannot wait. I told Jamil, my baby, that I want to go to this trial. I want to go to the trial. Reason being, did these other employees ever see that, that Afeni was being bullied by the manager? Or was the manager doing this to everybody? Or was it isolated? Because sometimes, perpetrators who are doing these things, bullies, they won't do it in the presence of everybody. Sometimes a bully will, because they want to show who they are. They think they're big and bad. Or some managers, because I'm a manager, I'm going to talk to you any old kind of way. I'm going to say whatever I want to say because I'm the manager, right? But I want to go to this trial. I was telling Jamil, because I want to know what these other employees have to say. Was Afeni being bullied by the manager in the open, or was she being bullied, I guess, maybe according to her, maybe just when other people weren't around? I don't know, But at the same time, bullying is never right, and neither is unaliving of somebody. She could have took the time and said, hey, I want to talk to my manager. She didn't have to go back up there because the manager told her to leave, go home. And she left and came back with a knife and did what she did. But mental health, like I said, is not good. And talking to people just because you're a manager is not good. We have a whole lot of managers. Just because they're managers, sometimes it goes to their head. We got some managers that know they will treat people respectfully. They're about the business. They're not gonna let you get over on them, but they know how to be a great leader. Being a leader and being a manager, is very important. You got managers who are just terrible. They're like, what in the world? This McDonald's is going walk a flock of flame. This darn McDonald's is off the chain. And why is it off the chain? Because the managers is off the chain, right? Hey, Rakeisha, welcome. So we have to look at it like, just because you're a manager doesn't mean that your employees are sugar honey iced tea on the bottom of your feet. Doesn't mean that you can talk to people crazy. And then when they want to take a vacation or take leave, it's like, oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. You have to beg and plead. I got a doctor's appointment. I got to go to the dentist. I got take my mom to the hospital or whatever the case may be. And then they want to tell you no. But then they want to treat you like crap and then make you feel bad, make you feel less of a person. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Hey, Ken, how are you? Yeah, so it's crazy. A celebrity said there are some horrible managers. Yes, there's a lot of horrible managers. And just because you're a horrible manager, a nasty manager, a nasty person, you don't have to treat, because a lot of times too, people are, whatever they got going on at home, like she was a single parent, had 5, 6 kids. I don't know what her personal life was at home, but doesn't mean that you have to bring it to work and then bash out and lash out on your employees. If that's what she was doing, I don't know. But I'm just saying, these are the things that happen. So y'all, let's continue reading. Back on the Dallas credit guru guy. So it says, one viral moment said it takes 6 men to carry a man to his grave. It says it takes one woman to put him there. Oh my God, y'all. Ooh, that's kind of deep. I'm gonna read it again. One viral comment said it takes 6 men to carry a man to his grave. It takes one woman to put him there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Irving, how are you? Oh my God. It says, while controversial, it reflects the raw emotions surrounding the heartbreaking event. Yeah, D-Dot. Oh, D-Dot said, OMG. Yes, D-Dot. This is sad. This is sad. It says, look ahead, healing, awareness, and preventive measures. Y'all, if y'all got a man that you claiming him, but he not claiming you, he is for the streets, baby. I'm just saying. I don't know what their situation was, but in women and men, if your other person is not claiming you, he ain't nowhere to be found. Every time we see you, we don't see him, or we see her, we don't see him, or we see her, we don't see him, vice versa. We already know what time it is. He is probably laid up with somebody else, or whining and dining somebody else, or she is whining and dining someone else, or up with somebody else. They are for the streets. You already know what type of person you got. If you trying to spend time with a person and they don't want to spend time with you, they got like they always busy. They can't call you because they always busy. You can't do this because you're always busy. That is like a signal and a sign. I don't know what happened, like I said, but somewhere along the line, this guy, he went and found another girlfriend. He had another boo thing. So maybe, I don't know if she was crazy or he was just being maybe who he is, I don't know. But, a lot of people these days are like that. They'll have 50, 11 girlfriends or 50, 11 boyfriends. They be playing the field. And then next thing you know, you find somebody that really likes you, is falling in love. You even had a baby with the girl. And then on top of that, you go and you find somebody else. You say, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. This is over. I'm finding somebody else. And then next thing you know, these things happen. Like these people that are out there like that are out there playing the field, you got all these 50, 11 girls, 50, 11. If you don't have some type of agreement, And you thinking that this one girl knows, oh no, it's understood that she knows that I got other girls that I'm talking with, or he knows I got other dudes that I talk to. If that is not understood, and you got one person falling in love with you, and next thing you know, you're like, okay, I don't want to be with you no more. I had a baby with you. Yeah, you're okay. I'm tired of you. You going. I'm on to the next. And this person is like, I thought you loved me. I thought this, I thought that. And there is not like a solid like knowing of what your relationship is. I'm telling you, leave them people in the streets. Go find somebody who really loves you, who really appreciates you, really want to be with you, and is there with you like all of the time, right? Not just, okay, it's here and there. Okay, I see you once a month. Or, I mean, if that's the agreement that you agreed on, that's fine and dandy. But if you have somebody that is falling in love with you, wants to spend time, wants to be, there with you, wants to go get your feet done together, wants to go get massages together, wants to go to dinner together, wants to spend quality time together with you, get somebody like that. If you know that this person, whether it be you as a female or a man, seeing the other person not interested, they're always busy and complaining. They don't want to talk to you on the phone because, I'm just so busy. Oh, life is just so busy for me. Look, you make time for what you want to make time for. I always say that. If somebody is trying to like kind of push you off, you already know what time it is, but it's up to you to catch on to what they're doing to you, right? I mean, I've seen it numerous times. I've seen it over and over again. But sometimes when they are being lied, or when a man is lying to a woman, or a woman is lying to a man, and they are sitting there trying to perpetrate this situation like, oh yeah, I really like you. But then as soon as y'all finish hanging out, they're on to the Sarah, Shaquita, to Mary and Marie. They are over there playing the field, doing all this stuff or whatever. But here I am. I'm telling Maria that I really like her. I'm into her. I love her. I then gave her a baby. We have a baby together. But next thing you know, I'm over here with Sally, Sue, and May, not keeping it real. These are when things like this happen. When you are leading somebody down a path and you are lying to them, saying you really into them, oh, I love you, this, that, and the third, and they're thinking the same. Okay, it's being reciprocated. Okay, he's spending time with me, but then at certain times he leaves or she leaves, and then you try to call them, they not answering their phone. They ain't nowhere to be found, or they start telling you, I'm busy. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then next thing you know, you don't hear from them for days at a time. Yo, I'm telling you, that's when you guys have to understand that person is not for you. Sometimes it takes time to get a good man, a good woman in your life. But take your time, because these things happen where somebody will lie, they will lead you on. And then next thing you know, things happen. I'm just being real. These things really, really happen. So it says, as a community, as the Arlington community begins a process wait, hold on. As the Arlington community begins to process the shock and loss stemming from the tragedy, it says, support services are being more essential than ever. Local organizations are calling to open conversations about mental health. See, this is what I'm saying. They are talking about the mental health. Mental health is real, y'all. Mental health is real. When you have, we all, to a certain extent, we all have some kind of childhood trauma, something that you had, like a traumatic situation. Maybe you was in at work and the active shooter came, and you're still mentally bothered by that. Whatever, there is situations that we all have been traumatized from. Hey John, how are you? Hey Mandy, there is some trauma that we have all experienced, whether it be a car accident, whether it be a health illness, a health scare. Maybe you done found out you got diabetes. It's life-changing. Now you're stressful. It's a traumatic situation for you. Maybe you're diabetic. You maybe had to get your leg amputated. Maybe it's a situation where somebody has maybe kidnapped you, or kidnapped a family member, or you have a child missing, or somebody's missing in your family, or somebody has been unalive. These are all trauma situations. And no matter what the trauma is, you can see it when it comes out with situations like this, when you're in a relationship, you are being abandoned, right? Hey, my baby Jamil Peterson says, salute, baby. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hey, my baby. Hey, baby, real quick. I have two grocery orders coming. I think one of them delivered. Can you check the door, please, baby? And put the stuff up in the cabinet for me, please, sir. But yes. So people have to realize that all of us have some traumas, whether it be, like I said, a little bit of a trauma situation. And I can't even say a little bit. Anything can be a big thing or it can be a little thing. I don't know, but it can be from an accident. Like I said, it could be from somebody losing a loved one. It could be from you being, your home was invaded and, you were held at gunpoint. It could be anything, but those things can reflect and they can come back. Like, say with this girl, maybe she had a traumatizing situation with a previous relationship where she was told that, this boy said he loved me and I was doing everything for him. Next thing he goes out and next thing he's cheating and he gets somebody else pregnant. And here I am left. I'm here crying. And, we don't know what the girl been through, but I mean, for the credit guru guy to put a restraining order on her, she must have been through a lot. And also, she was probably doing a lot to him, whatever it was going on for him to go and put a whole restraining on her. But y'all, let's continue. So it says mental health advocates urge friends and family members to those involved in volatile or toxic relationships to speak up when something feels off. It says early intervention, whether by law enforcement, community members, or trusted loved ones, can play a vital role in stopping domestic disputes from spiraling into deadly confrontations. Y'all, when I say, I cannot stress how just those two situations in this 1 week, hey doctor, how are you? In this 1 week, thank you doctor, thank you for the gift, thank you. I cannot express, you guys, how important we have to treat people for one. Whatever relationship you have, if it's a relationship, an intimate relationship with you and a guy, you and a girl, whatever, you have to, and now in these days, it's best to tell people where they stand at in your life, right? Are we just friends? Are we homie lover friends? Are we cuddle buddies? Are we boyfriend, girlfriend? What are we doing, right? It's best to have a solid foundation and know where you stand in that person's life, because you don't want to be assuming, oh, I love this man, but he's not really feeling the same for me, or she really, she really loves me, but I don't really love her. We have to understand that we have to set boundaries. We have to have a solid knowing of where we stand in a person's life, because this other person, one person may not feel the same way as the other, right? You may be in love, like I'm in love with my man, or I'm in love with my girl, but my girl don't love me back, or my man don't love me back. We have to understand, we have to pay attention to their actions, pay attention to what they're saying, their moves. We have to pay attention, right? Because it can end in a situation, somebody breaking up with the other person, and then next thing you know, it turns into a deadly situation like this. This is very sad. This is very tragic, you guys. This situation has left people without parents. This situation has left people without parents. And the lady at McDonald's, she had not only one, y'all, even if she had one, it was sad, but she had 5 or 6 children left behind. Then the next thing you know, the one in Dallas, this little baby, I don't know how old, 2 or 3, however old, and also the older child of the credit guru guy, these children are left without their parents. The baby of the both of them, the one that got killed and the one that did the shooting and the suicide, the baby is left with no parents at a very young age. I'm telling you, it is sad. Celebrity says 6 kids, motherless now. Yes, 6 children, celebrity. And now these children are left, and they were like teenagers. And this is so sad, because this is when you mostly need your mother and your father in your life, right? This is when I say at the teenage age, where these kids, the McDonald's lady, the manager, her kids looks like a lot of them are teenagers. And I'm saying like 13, 14, 15. These are the most important times of a child's life. This is when they start smelling themselves. This is when they start finding out who they are, what they like, what they don't like. And this is when the mother and the father has to step in and help guide them along their way, right? So, I mean, it's sad, but mental illness is real, y'all. People don't even know, like, we have like these active shooters. Remember, like that, I think it was Amazon. No, it was the Amazon. Like all kind of different places that we've seen over the years with these active shooters. Sometimes it can be an employee, a manager to employee. It can be employee to employee. It could be anything, boyfriend or girlfriend. Look, like this situation. I mean, she went into the one in Dallas, the credit guru ex-girlfriend, went into the barber shop, y'all, and shot him while he was in the chair. We don't know what trauma she had. What probably abandonment issues, maybe. And I'm not no doctor or anything, but all I'm saying is it could have been an abandonment issue. She's experienced maybe a guy cheating on her before, and maybe she was a good person and she took it extra super hard. She probably hasn't really been strong enough to get over people abandoning her, people jumping ship and leaving her like there to, there to cry or mourn their relationship. D-Dot says that's serious business. Yes, D-Dot, that is so sad and so tragic, you guys. I mean, it is a hurtful situation. Some breakups can be smooth and easy. Okay, I don't like you. We don't like each other no more. Okay, let's just go our separate ways. Some relationships and some people can move on and say, this just is not for me. This is not for me either. They agree to disagree and then move on. Some people are like that, and respectfully so. They can handle okay, this is just not for us. This is not working out. But you have some people who are in love with a person, but the other person does not love them the same way. And then when that one person that doesn't love them the same way, they leave, turmoil, death occurs. Like this has happened. But like I said, people have to treat people and know where they stand at in somebody's life. You have to be concrete. And if you don't know, you ask the person, hey, where do we stand? Are you feeling the same way I'm feeling about you? If not, we need to break ties or we need to go our separate ways. But don't stay and don't lead somebody on, because these things can happen. We don't know if she went in there and said, gotten his phone somehow and put the GPS location on. We don't know if she was like, okay, it's Saturday. I mean, well, no, was Thursday? This happened Thursday. We don't know if it was like, hey, credit guru, it's your day to get the baby, or, I need you to watch the baby. And it was a whole setup and she was upset. Because whatever, I'm thinking because of the new girlfriend. And she says, okay, well, meet me. He's probably like, hey, well, meet me. I'm at the barbershop. Meet me over here. Or she just went over there and was mad and angry because she found out something. It says something about a health issue. So I don't know if he gave her some type of STD or not. But it was some type of health issue that was going on from the report that we heard. So we don't know how the setup went, but what we do know is that she went to the barbershop, y'all, while he was in the chair. Could y'all imagine? Y'all, that is probably whoever was in the bar, whoever was even cutting the man's hair. That is a traumatizing situation that person is probably going to forever live with. That's trauma right there. Can y'all imagine? Y'all sitting there cutting somebody's hair, somebody comes in the barbershop and kills the person that you're cutting their hair. That is trauma right there. So people, we have to understand that all of us have been through some type of trauma, some type of car accident, some type of relationship trauma, your parents' trauma, childhood trauma, trauma from a doctor doing malpractice on you. Now you're messed up. You had a nose job, and the nose job had your nose going like this, and now you feel in some type of way. You have trauma. These are situations that we don't know how somebody is going to react when sugar honey iced tea goes down. So these situations, y'all, people, we don't know We don't know how coworkers, if you got a coworker, you guys, if you are at church and you're maybe sitting next to, maybe one of your church sisters or your church brothers, or even if you're in some type of club, like you go play bingo or something, we all see people in all type of ways, in Walmart or whatever. We don't know what people are going through. And it's not for them to disclose, oh, yeah, I have mental issues. No, they're not going to say this. It's none of our business. But what we do know is we have to pay attention to behaviors. We have to pay attention to how they react in certain situations, right? Celebrity says, oh, my God, you're so right. Yes, there's people that we probably go to bingo with every Thursday night or Saturday night. We don't know. They may be having some terrible, terrible issues going on, and they're going to bingo because they're trying to relieve their issue. They're trying to step away from whatever's going on. They maybe lost a loved one. They maybe was in a car accident. Maybe they lost a grandchild, or whatever the reason. They're stepping away to go to bingo. But say somebody comes in there and does something to them, snatches their bingo card or something, or takes one of their daubers or something, and then they crash out, they pull a pow pow, and then they go crazy and crash out. Because we don't know. We don't know what people are going through. Somebody's, like I said, you may be in a movie theater, somebody's sitting two rows up from you. You don't know what they're dealing with. We have to understand, we don't know what people are dealing with mentally. And mental health is so real. We didn't know that this girl, we knew this girl at the McDonald's. We knew that she already stabbed somebody else up at Taco Bell in Virginia. But we did not know that, she was going to possibly do this again. And not only do it again, but unalive the person that, she felt like was bullying her. Like, they really, mental people, when they're mental like that, they don't sometimes understand. It's like they'll black out. People black out. And instead of trying to talk to the person like, hey, I need to have a sit down, we need to talk. No, they don't resort to talking. Talking is off the table. No, we going straight from not talking to action. Some people, that's what they do because like I said, it's a mental health thing. They didn't want to talk to nobody. They feel like they did enough talking. They already did enough talking. You telling the girl to go home as your manager, you already told her to leave, go home. She coming back. She's like, I'm not talking to this heifer. I'm just going to go get my knife. Because, y'all, she was in a video. That's why I want to show you guys in her social media. She had a knife, was playing with it. She was like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take this knife to work today. I think I'm going to leave it at home. Y'all, these are these type of mental people. They're mentally like disturbed. They have mental problems because it could be from her childhood. I don't see nowhere on her social media does she talk about her family, her mother, who raised her, a brother, a sister, no type of siblings. It's like she's by herself. She's very lonely, very disturbed. I mean, she was even talking to a water bottle and she was like this. And I'm like, there's something wrong with that type of behavior. So I'm telling you, we have to be careful in how we treat people and pay attention and take heed to people's behaviors, because we don't know. We may say something and maybe something smart, and next thing you know, they crash out. And then they snap out and they start snapping out, cursing you out. And you be like, oh, dang, I just was, a little upset. But really and truly, we don't know what they are going through, right? We don't know what they are going through. Celebrity says, I saw her crying and screaming. Yes, she was doing the most. She was like from 0 to 1,000,000 on most of her videos that I've seen, the crazy ones. But when she was sitting there and saying, the manager was bullying her and what she was doing, that sounded like it was real to me. I'm just sorry. That sounded like it was real what she was saying. Because when she was even talking about the cleanup, she had got a second job doing cleaning, like a cleaning company. And she was like, these people out here living nasty, living foul, and they sitting here watching me clean. Or she was saying something about her cleanup job. And I was like, yeah, that's right. People do be out here living foul. They be, maybe some people are not as clean as us. And she seemed like a very clean person. I seen her apartment while she was crashing out. But she was crashing out, talking about the people, how they were, nasty, and how she, cleaning up after people, how nasty people are. And she couldn't believe it, basically, on how people really are living. But hey Ping, how are you? But what she was saying, y'all, it sounded like it was real. But that's why I want to go to this trial, because I want to hear what these other employees were saying. Was this manager bullying everybody, or just bullying her? Or was she just on her mental situation, her mental state, and kind of crashing out and thinking that her manager was saying these things, and maybe she wasn't? I don't know. But what I'm saying, these videos that I've seen, her complaining of being bullied, it sounded like it was real. Not constituting or not saying that her stabbing up and killing that manager in McDonald's and having that guy having to hold a pow pow to her until the police came was right. No, absolutely. Nobody deserves to take nobody else's life. God can only be the one to say, it's your time to go, right? Not nobody stabbing you up and killing you and them saying it's time for you to go, right? So that is wrong on so many levels. But like I said, mental health is real, y'all. Mental health is real, real, real. And we have to understand the way that we talk to people. We have to be careful. We have to respect people, respect their spaces, be respectful to people. And I'm saying this because we don't know what people are going through. It's not nobody out here on the bullhorn saying, yes, I'm having mental issues. Yes, don't talk to me because I'm going to snap out. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stab you up. They're not going to do that. They're not going to say that. Nobody does, right? All you see is just action, right? All you see is action. But y'all, I feel sorry for, like I said, heart and prayers go out to the family of the manager at McDonald's. My heart goes out to the little baby for the that lost both of her parents, the credit guru couple, the ex-girlfriend, killed. Oh my God, that's so sad. The ex-girlfriend came in the barbershop and killed her baby's father, her ex-boyfriend, while he was getting a haircut in the chair, y'all. Could y'all imagine seeing that? Can y'all imagine the trauma that barber is gonna have for the rest of his or her life? I don't know if it was a female or a male cutting his hair, but can y'all imagine the trauma from somebody coming in your shop and getting the person that you're cutting their hair, getting their brains blown out, I guess, per se. I know it sounds, a little harsh, but that's just sad. But like I said, those are two mental health situations that are so sad that happened in just 1 week, y'all. I mean, this week has been crazy. Last week, today's Sunday, Sunday Fun Day. Happy Sunday Fun Day, y'all. But last week, I'm telling you, it's so crazy. It is so crazy. Two situations, massive situations that are basically viral, happen on the same day in two different states, dealing with like mental health problems. You see the article I read, they talked about mental health. Mental health is real. Everybody. Cannot one person say they ain't never have had a tragedy in their life. Cannot one person come and lie and say, I don't have no trauma. I don't have no issues. My life is perfect. I don't have no traumatic issues. I don't have no traumatic issues, right? But some people will not take care of their mental health issues. And that's where sugar honey iced tea can go wrong. But when you're in therapy, you're talking to somebody about it, you're trying to address the issues, these are things that a lot of people won't do. They will just, and not because maybe they don't want to, maybe they can't afford, going to see somebody, seeing a mental health doctor or getting help, getting therapy, because they probably can't afford it, right? I mean, I don't know what her financial state was, but it says she was trying to make money. She was trying to work and live and survive. And I don't know what McDonald's benefits is looking like, but at the same time, she was working. She was trying to work and be a productive person in this society, right? She could have been somebody that was out there robbing and stealing, but no, she held two jobs down. So that's what I'm saying. She was holding two jobs down. She wanted to be at work, because she was going in, I think even on her off days to make up time for the time that she had lost from the manager telling her to go home. So y'all, I don't know. It is sad. It is very, very sad. But I'm gonna finish over here. I'm at my son's house at the Airbnb trying to do a little bit of spot painting, trying to Look, help him while he's at work. I am on my son's clock. Look, I'm on his I'm his employee today. So I'm helping him do a little spot painting and just like cleaning up a little bit. But after the cleaning lady came, but a little bit things that she didn't do that I was helping him do. But y'all, I'm about to clean up and go over there with my baby because I'm about to go cook dinner. And also, hey guy, how are you? About to go and do meal prep for the week because y'all know we be busy. See, that's what I'm saying. We be busy 24/7. It's like never ending, y'all. I'm telling you, I need to hire an assistant. I need like 3 or 4 assistants. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Life is so busy, y'all. But one thing, like I said, mental health is real. Mental health is real, real, real. And y'all, we have to look, my nose is running, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Why my nose always be running? But mental health is real as it is. It is very, very real. And y'all, we just have to treat people. We have to treat people in a respectful manner. Because celebrity says hire assistants like Diddy did. I know, right? I need to hire a couple of assistants. But you as a best celebrity. But we have to treat people with respect and people like you're getting people are crazy. Thank you. Yeah, people are crazy. John says we have to be aware and be kind. Yes, exactly. We have to be aware. We have to be kind and be respectful. Because some people will talk to you like you are sugar honey iced tea on the bottom of their shoe, right? And it's like, really? Are you serious? Are you over here talking to me like I'm crazy? No, but they will show you how crazy they are for real, right? They will show you how crazy that they are. They will show you how crazy they are in a hot New York minute, right? Right? Jesse says, hi, Queen, how are you? Hey, I'm good. John says, we have to be aware. Yeah, yes, we have to. And like I always said, like I said, Jamil, I got paint all over, y'all. See, I got paint all over. I got paint in my hair. I need to take my hair out anyway, because my hair looking like who did it, looking like Bonkeisha, who did it and what for. Look at my hair, y'all. We need to make a hair appointment. I'd be so busy. We need to make a hair appointment. Oh my God. Celebrity says they will test your gangster. Yes, celebrity, they will test your gangster. They will. You talk to somebody crazy. I'm telling you, these days, y'all, they will pull out a pow pow on you in a hot New York minute. See, back in the day when I grew up, they was what you say? What you say? They will put them. They will put They will put these up. But nowadays, no, they want to put this up. They want to put the pow pow up, or they trying to bring knives and slice and dice you up. But back in the day, baby, they be putting the dukes up. They what you say? I mean, they will fight you in the hot New York minute with the fist. But now, no, baby, they coming to work with the shanks, with the knives, shanking people up. I mean, come on now. I mean, doing all kind of stuff, bringing the pow pows and everything. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Pang says when Gina turned in to get that ticket from Sinead, they laughed out loud. She went to the shop to work with her, laughed out loud. The episode cracks me up. Oh my God. Yes, people will show you exactly how gangster they are as soon as you start talking to them crazy. Because some things people don't understand, like when you have some people who are really quiet, or maybe they have something going on with them mentally. They're really not much of a talker, but as soon as you say something to them, they will snap, crackle, and pop. And they will show you where to go and how to get there. And sometimes they will take you all the way there themselves, right? They will drag you out. Drag you out there to the side road. They will. They will do whatever it is. But we don't know how people will react at certain times, right? We don't. Peng says, I'm quiet. Oh, we got to watch out for them. Peng, we have to watch out for the Pengs, right? We got to watch out for them, because I'm telling you, people will, the quiet ones, them be the gangsterous ones, right? They be the most gangsterous ones. You be like, hey, how you doing? Or you be going up to them mad. You done messed up this order. Now, you know you're supposed to give this person 2 cheeseburgers and 2 fries. You gave them 2 cheeseburgers and 1 fries. And then they will come and they probably will slap you in the face. Like, who you think you're talking to? You didn't ran into the right one. I mean, this girl was at McDonald's, y'all. The manager just told her to go home, and she then went home and came back with a knife. And I'm telling you, when I seen that video, it was so horrendous, y'all. It was sad. When I say she was going back and she was janking that lady. And I was like, oh my God. And it was so bad to where somebody pulled up, I believe it was at the drive-thru, and seen her shanking the lady and was holding a pow-pow. He had a pow-pow and was holding her at gunpoint and telling her to stop. And the thing is that he had to hold her at a gunpoint until the police came. Hey, Tehran, how are you? He was holding her to gunpoint until the police came. I was like, oh my God, that is terrible, y'all. I'm telling you, when I say that is terrible, that is terrible. When you have somebody doing that bad, that is so crazy. Mary says, I moved to Detroit area about 5 years ago, and that McDonald's was less than half a mile away. My frappe spot. Wow. Well, Mary, I'm sorry, baby. Honey, the window's open. Honey, baby, chicken child, you're going to have to get your frappe from another location, baby. Maybe you're going to have to go over there on Martin Luther King Street or something like that and get your frappe, because, baby, there ain't no more frappes going on over there. They probably going to shut that McDonald's down, and if not, the McDonald's owner is probably going to have to shut it down all the way. They probably just going to have to take the L and lose the money. Because sometimes when those type of things happen, especially when it's a high profile case, y'all, they will take it down, burn it down, shut it down. They don't want nobody coming back over there and trying to even reopen up anything, y'all. Just like those situations like Ryan Kohlberger. Remember Brian Kohlberger? He stabbed those 4 college students to death. Y'all, they took that house all the way down. They smashed that house. They demolished that house. So I believe they may demolish that McDonald's too, because ain't nobody about to be going up over that. I mean, come on now. How many people will go back to a place, even work in there, knowing that this lady has got stabbed up to death as a McDonald's worker? No. I know I wouldn't. No, I would not. I don't even like McDonald's though. I think I ain't ate McDonald's. I ate McDonald's one time in the last 20 years with my baby because he likes McDonald's, but I do not like McDonald's. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Hey, I decided to live today. How are you? What is going on in this? Oh, I decided to live today. We have 2 situations. Well, the one situation with my thumbnail. There's a credit guru guy. He was doing great. He had a girlfriend. They had a baby. And then the guy, he found him another girlfriend. And then he told the baby mama, I don't want to be with you no more. So eventually, I don't know what happened in the midst, but it said something about a health issue. I don't know if he gave her the hot box, but she was upset and crashed out, and he had to put a restraining order on her. And then, hey, Tammy, happy Sunday fun day, girl. Happy Sunday fun day. He put a restraining order on her. And then on Thursday, Thursday, he went to go get his hair cut. And she found out that he was over there at a certain barber shop or a beauty shop or whatever they call it. But he was basically getting his hair done. And she went over there and shot him while he was in the chair getting a haircut. And the McDonald's lady over there in Detroit, the McDonald's employee stabbed up and shanked the McDonald's manager, and that's going viral. So we're just talking about mental health in period. Mental health. Tammy says your hair looks cute, girl. Thank you, Tammy. But look at we is over here. We looking like we about to get some dreads over here. Y'all see my hair like it's falling out. You see the Jerry curl is coming out of the twist. Y'all see the Jerry curl? We got to make a hair appointment, a 911. Julia, we need a 911 hair appointment, baby. If you are listening and if you are my live, baby, it's a 911 emergency over here. While I'm over here painting my son's walls, I should be over here taking out this hair because the Jerry curl is coming through. The Jerry curl is coming through. But thank you, Tammy. But we trying to hold on. We is trying to hold on for safekeeping, right? We is we is trying to hold on. I'm telling you, the struggle is real, baby. The struggle is, I'm telling you, the struggle is real. We trying. But thank you. We is trying. Teron said it's still cute. Thank you, Teron. Celebrity says we can't tell. It still looks cute. Thank you, Celebrity. Look, we trying. We trying. We is trying. Yoshi says we might need some snap, crackle, and pop around here, girl. Look, Yoshi, don't snap, crackle, and pop on nobody. Don't snap, crackle, and pop on nobody. Please don't. Look, don't snap, crackle, and pop on nobody. It's Sunday fun that we should be having fun. We should be, barbecuing. It's raining here where we're at, but we should be listening to music. We over here cleaning up. Jamil's over there washing dishes and cleaning. We over here. We don't want nobody snap, crackle, and popping today. Okay, we have to get our bail money up. We got $3 in the bail money fund. We can't get nobody out of jail today. Okay, we cannot get nobody out of jail today. But y'all, on a serious note, people have to really treat people with respect. Because people, I'm telling you, just because they're managers, just because they feel like they're better, I always say to all of my loungers, and y'all know, I don't think I'm better than the next person, right? I don't think I'm better than nobody, right? I don't think I'm better than Oprah Winfrey. I don't think, even though I don't like her, I don't think I'm better than the next person. But people do, they get on this high horse, on their little high horse hiatus, and then they start treating people, talking to people crazy. Just because they got a little change in their pocket, they think that they can act crazy. Or just because they have a certain caliber of being a manager, they think they can say, hey, get over there. I need 12 hamburgers. I need 12 cheeseburgers. What y'all doing over there talking? Or I need this floor mop. There's french fries all over the floor. People will talk to you crazy. You don't have to talk to people crazy. It does not take all of that. You say, hey, y'all, I see y'all over there talking now. Y'all know, and hey, we got some french fries that need to be swept up. We got some tables that we need to be, cleaned up. It's the way that you talk to people. You don't have to yell at people. You don't have to act a fool, because how you treat somebody is the same way they will reciprocate that to you, right? You slap somebody, they're going to slap you back, right? Dida says some people abuse their authority. Yes, they all the time. Celebrity says, yep, they got arrogant managers can really destroy. Yes, and we don't know what people are going through mentally, right? Some people are, especially at that caliber, that level. Being a McDonald's working, you're 26 years old, you're struggling already, you're trying to make it. People are struggling today. Right now, people are struggling. They're trying to, rub two pennies together. They don't even know what they're going to eat today. And here you are talking to them like they are sugar, honey, iced tea on the bottom of your shoe. It's crazy. Bron says most managers think they're going to get brownie points from the CEO going. Yes, that is the thing. They want to come talk to you crazy. They want to slave you. And then when the employees come and say, I need to take off, what do you need to take off? No, we need you here. We need 47,000 hamburgers to be sold today. They don't care about you. It's all about them and making them richer. They don't care about you. They do not care at all. Duarte says, whoa, so glad no longer work for the people no more. I know, right, Duarte? I'm telling you. When you are in that situation, you are already feeling at your lowest point. You're feeling like you got your $200 McDonald's check, and you're like, what am I going to do with $200? My rent is $120. And then you're trying to figure out, you're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, trying to go and get 2 and 3 other jobs, trying to do Uber, trying to do Uber Eats, and all of that, trying to do DoorDash, trying to make, ends meet. And then you got the manager over here talking to you like you is like Willy Foo-Foo, Willy Lump, like you are stupid and dumb and you need to get these hamburgers made for them. It is sad. It's really, really sad. It's really sad. Winston says you get a free meal working at McDonald's, don't you? I don't know. King says, how much you need? Paying says, I'm glad I work in my own arena. I know, right? Paying facts. Most Hated Bron says D-Dot facts. Yeah, D-Dot says, yeah, McDonald's gives you free stuff. Well, they don't give you enough free stuff to be talking to you crazy. And then when you leave and you get your check, it's only $200, and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, whether it's eating, because someday you may not go to work that day. So that means you ain't going to get no free meal. So you're like, how am I going to eat tomorrow? I don't got 2 pennies to scratch together to go find something to eat because McDonald's is not paying me enough. And I got to figure it out. And here I am getting talked to like a whole dog, talking about I'm going to get whooped by the belt. The manager's going to whoop me with the belt. I'm like, oh my God. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Hey, King, welcome. Yeah, how am I going to make it? I don't work tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to eat. Y'all, those people, they don't pay them much, and they be slaving them. I'm telling you, they be having them over there. I'm telling you, they be having them on the plantation, on the station, y'all, working them like Hebrew slaves. And then they don't pay them enough. And then when they take leave, like I said, hey, I need to go to a doctor's appointment, or I got this going on for my daughter, or I got this going on for my son, and then they say, what? Well, we need you here. We need these burgers to be sold. We need these French fries to be made and sold. They don't care. They just want to make you feel bad, and then you helping them get richer. Like you are helping them get richer and richer, slaving you on their slave plantation, talking to you like a whole dirty dog, making you even feel bad for even asking to take leave. Like, I got to go get my diabetes checked out. And then they be asking you, well, is your diabetes high or is it low? Do you think you can go 3 hours today? I'm telling you, they will break you. They will break people. Some people that are already down, they're feeling, sad. They're maybe low income living in low income housing. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. And you talking to them like a dirty dog, saying you're going to take off the belt and you're going to whoop them. This is crazy. I'm just saying this is what the stuff that they be saying and doing. Tammy says people take their home problems to work. Facts, Tammy. Absolutely. And the last thing they need is a manager talking down to you because they can. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Abuse of power. I think Dida said abusing their power. They will talk to you like you are a sugar honey I see on the bottom of the shoe. And then when you got a problem, they can't help you, but they want you to help them. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it is sad. Winston said people need to toughen up though. It's nothing wrong with toughening up and having thick skin, because a lot of them do. They have thick skin, but at the same time, they don't want to risk it because they know they need this check to pay their bills, to live, to survive. So it's like they know. Some of them know. Some of them will be crazy, like Athena. They will snap out. They will react in a whole different way you don't want them to. Some people will. Some people do have thick skin. Some people know that, hey, I got to stay in my place. Let me be quiet. Let me just work. Let me just do my job. But some people, you don't know what they're going to. Hey, Miss Bless, how are you? You don't know what they're going through, and they will snap out. Especially she was 26 years old. Seemed like she was very, very lonely. No family. Then her roommate was trying to make her, get her cheeks clapped for some food. I'm like, and he was an old man. He was an old man. I don't know if he was I think they say he had like a bad background, like he was a predator or something. I think something like that. It was a crazy situation, but she was in a situation where no family, no friends. She was over there. I mean, y'all, she was like this, talking to the water bottle like this, and the water bottle. And the water bottle, and the water bottle jump out of my hand. She was talking crazy. It was crazy. You could tell it was mental health issues. Linda, thank you. It was mental health issues she was experiencing in her videos. Y'all, that's why we're going to go do a deep dive later on tonight, because I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. What she was doing and saying, I was like, oh my God. D-Dot said she needs to go to Bellevue. What's Bellevue? The mental hospital, D-Dot? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Celebrity said he wanted Rex. Yes, he said he wanted, he wanted to clap them cheeks as he was giving her a hot dog or whatever he was feeding her. I was like, this is crazy. And she didn't have no family. I've never heard of her. Now she has a whole lot of videos, y'all. We're going to go over her social media. I'm going to make a video and probably go live later. But I didn't see no presence of no mom, no dad, no cousins. It seems like she was raised in a foster home, maybe, possibly. Maybe she was abandoned at a young age and she always probably had like abandonment issues or felt like people was treating her bad. And maybe that's why she kind of escalated it. I don't know. Peng said, I know she's stressed. Yes, I think that's probably what it stems from. Is like I said, maybe a child. I'm not no doctor, but it sounds like maybe a childhood trauma situation, abandonment issues. Nobody is there for her, and she feels like people are maybe always like attacking her brother. But when she spoke and said what she was saying, it sounds like the manager, I wasn't there. I can't confirm nor deny, but it sounds like the manager was possibly bullying her. I mean, I don't know, because like Tammy said, people will take whatever's going on at home, bring it to work, and snap out on the people at work when they don't have nothing to do with what's going on in your personal life. So these things, I'm telling you, these things are really, really crazy. They're really crazy. They are very crazy, but it's so true. That's why I say people have to be careful. People have to be careful how they treat people. Baby, are you on here? Oh shoot. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. I'm making a mess everywhere. But cause I got two orders coming, baby. Two grocery orders. They may be at the door already. Lachey, hey Lachey, how are you? What's going on, girl? What's going on, Lachey? Um, Celebrity says, right, D dot. Yeah, so I don't know, y'all. People have to be careful on how they treat people because mental health is real. And like I said, if there is a man that don't want you or a woman that don't want you, y'all have to open your eyes and say, you know, this one, he ain't for me, he for the streets, or she ain't for me, she for the streets, and do like Diddy did with Jane Ho Ho and return her to the streets, and like 50 Cent did, return them to the streets where they belong. Oh my goodness. Tammy says it could have been an ongoing thing with them too, and she snapped. Yes, Tammy, that's what I'm thinking, because they did say this. Tammy, they said that the manager sent her home a few times. That was not the first time she sent her home, but I guess she was probably into it with her, and she was like, "Look, little heifer, get out, clock out, and leave." And that's the last time she clocked out, left, and came right on back, and that's when everything went bad. But like I said, people have to respect others, no matter what. You could be a CEO of a company. A CEO, it doesn't matter how high you are, whatever. It's still all about respect at the end of the day. You cannot talk to people crazy. You don't know what these people are going to, right? I mean, going through, right? I decided to live says bosses make you feel like, yes, they do. They will make you feel like you on the slave on the tation. We call it the tation. They put you on the tation and don't want you to ask no questions. And if you go to the bathroom longer than 3 minutes, it's a problem. They trying to write you up. You can't be talking. You can't have your earbuds in. I'm telling you, these places, these companies, they want to slave you, and then they get richer and richer and richer. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. A celebrity says, did the bartender lady have the barber lady have a child? I don't know. Now, I don't know if the barber had a child, but I know the ex-girlfriend that came in to shoot the credit guru guy, they had a child together. But I don't know if the actual barber was cutting his hair when he got shot. I don't know if they had a female or a male. I don't even know if it was a female or a male barber cutting his hair. But they did say that she shot him while he was in the chair getting a haircut. Could y'all imagine? Because, I mean, there's a lot of y'all probably on here that have little kids, or even a grown man, or maybe women that go with their sons, or take their sons, or maybe their husbands to go to the barber shop to get the haircut. And y'all just sitting and waiting. You know how it is in a barber shop, is you got to sit and wait. And then for somebody to come in and to shoot somebody that's in the barber chair. Could y'all imagine? That is very traumatizing. Tammy says a bear ain't gonna let you poke them over and over. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Tammy, exactly. And like I said, her story, the McDonald's girl, Afina, whatever. It sound like in her story, it sound like what she was saying about her manager telling her she's gonna take her belt off and whoop all of them. It sounded like that's what happened. Her story was like, it wasn't like she was stumbling or anything. She was just telling it straight out. And I was like, that do sound like the manager was doing that. Because maybe she had all them kids, them teenagers, because she has 6 kids, 5 or 6 kids, 6 kids, I think a celebrity said. And y'all know a house full of teenagers, y'all, they eating up all the food. It's summertime, they getting on your last nerve. Trust me, I know. I mean, I only had 2. I ain't have all them children, but they getting on her nerves. She's coming to work and telling them she really wanted to. She might even been scared of her kids. She might have been, them kids probably the ones gang up. Remember those 2 twins in Georgia? They were ganged up on their mom, the 2 girls, and they killed their mom. And then they were trying to bully their mom. Maybe her kids was trying to bully her. Maybe she was scared of her own kids. Some people are. Because she's like, oh, it's 6 of y'all jokers. It's only 1 of me. Because she was a single parent. So she probably was going to work and taking it out on them kids. Y'all acting like my kids. I'm about to take this belt off and whoop y'all. So people have to realize you cannot go to work because you got a shortcoming at home or whatever issue you got at home. You might as well go to work and just worry about how many cheeseburgers is going to be sold, how many people are mopping the floor, how many bathroom checks have been done, and then go home and handle whatever you need to handle at home, or maybe call a friend, phone a friend, or a therapist. Call a therapist and tell them these kids getting on my last nerves. And I'm finding myself taking all of my anger out on my employees. I mean, for real, people don't understand. Mental health is real. And that's dealing with mental health too. Dealing with all them kids, them teenagers. Y'all know 1 or 2 of them got to be bad. 1 or 2 of them is probably doing the most, probably getting smart with her. She tells her, go wash them dishes. Then they tell her, I ain't washing no goddamn dishes. Y'all, them teenagers these days, they are a piece of work. So y'all can imagine how they was talking to their mama. And that's their mom, respectfully so. Of course, they're going to miss them. But they probably talking to her like they the mama, like they running the house, like they paying the bills up in there, right? Some of them do. Some of them do. I'd be like, oh, no, just like I said, those 2 twin girls in Georgia, a few years ago, they ganged up on their mom and killed their mom. And she was scared of them. I believe she was, from what I seen, she was scared of them twin girls. Girl, y'all, I'm telling you, there was no way that I would ever talk to my mama like that. Because I already knew my mama was coming with the shoe, was coming with the switch, coming with the extension cord. It was no room to try to talk to my mama like I was crazy. Oh, absolutely not. I'm telling you, that was one thing that we was not doing growing up at all. My mama wouldn't. I'm telling you, we was already getting the switch, the extension cord. We was getting shoes, the remote control, whatever my mama had in her hand at that time. Best believe it was going upside your head. She did not play. And I was scared of my mama. I'm not lying, because she was not playing. But these kids these days, I'm telling you, there's a whole different ball game. But at the same time, you got to put your foot down. You can't be nice to your kids. Oh, we're just going to be going hanging out. We're going to go kick it. We're going to do this. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to keep your children in a child's place. Because sometimes them teenagers start feeling themselves, even start trying to cuss in front of you. And you be like, hold on now. No, we is not hanging buddies. I'm the mama and you are the children. Hey, Ivan, how are you? I'm telling you. Ivan says, hey, Lounge, I got that work back, then salute. Hey, yes, indeed. But yes, I'm telling you. So people have to be mindful that when you got something going on, whatever it is, you can't go to work talking to people crazy. And not even just to work. You can't go to Walmart talking to people crazy. You can't go to church, wherever you go to church, talking crazy. You can't go to the bingo hall talking crazy to people, because you're gonna get some reaction eventually. The way you put out is the way what you gonna get back. Somebody slap you, slap me and I slap you back. Slap somebody and they're gonna slap you back, right? In this case, she was not playing. She was shanking her with the knife. It was a scary situation. I was like, oh my God. I could imagine seeing that with my own 2 eyes when it happened. I'm telling you, Celebrity says these managers aren't trained properly. They're not. And a lot of them, some of them are so young. They be trying, and some of the employees may be older than the manager, right? Celebrity says pure survival. Yes, this is pure survival. I'm telling you, people have to be careful how they talk and treat people, because we don't know if this is a mental case employee that I'm dealing with, somebody that's not, because we don't have to disclose as a people. We don't have to disclose our information to nobody. If I'm a crazy cuckoo person, if I just go ahead and I can work in McDonald's, I can keep my cool, I can try to hold my mule, I can try to, keep my tongue intact. I can work through this. I can make a check at McDonald's. I can work hard. I don't have to tell everybody that I'm crazy or I've got a mental health problem or that I'm talking to water bottles right here on my social media, thinking that acting seeming like I ain't got no family or no friends. I don't gotta disclose that, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Tammy says that manager got real comfortable talking crazy and sending people home. That she ain't expect what she got. Yes, exactly, Tammy. That's what I said. People don't know until it happens, right? You don't know until it happens. You may try to talk to people crazy, not even knowing the stuff that they were gonna do. That girl was even on social media saying, "Oh, I got this knife. Oh, I got this knife." And she was, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a live later on. She got this knife, yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave the knife at home today. I'm telling you, people, all those things. I mean, hey, Teresa, how are you? Welcome, welcome. All those things like that, y'all, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what people are going through. And then when they argumentative like that, I wouldn't even send her home. I would have never sent her home. All I would have told her is, there's some tables out there. Go ahead and get the little the bucket, put some bleach in it, and go and wipe off those tables out there. They need some cleaning out there, or the bathrooms need to be cleaned. I wouldn't have sent her home. I would have made her do something else. Look, get out my face. Go over there, whatever. But if I was a perpetrator, of course you're going to, act like, oh, I'm just going to send her home. It being nasty, knowing this girl, she wanted to work. She did not want to be there. I'm sure probably starting problems and causing problems. I don't see that, but I don't know. I wasn't there. But she had 2 jobs. So she was like, she wanted to work. She even said when she missed hours from the manager making her go home, that she went back to try to make up hours. So it's not like she wasn't one to not want to work. Like, she seems evidently like she really wanted to work. Celebrity says she said the manager was laughing about it too. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is a whole bullying thing that she went through, from what we understand, from what she was saying. And what she was saying, it sounded like the manager was bullying her. Seriously bullying her, right? But like I said, if she was a good manager, if she did have an issue with her, she wouldn't have said clock out and leave and go home. She would have sent her to another area, told her to go take out some trash or something like that. But when the manager was in this, I'm the manager, what I say goes, I'm gonna bully you and talk to you like it's like you crazy. She doesn't have that mentality to see that, it's probably a mental situation going on with her. But not only that, you bullying the girl. You is bullying her, and nobody deserves to be bullying. And people think, and these are under, hold on real quick, you guys. My nose is like running, y'all. My nose is running. I'm over here helping my son. I'm working for my son right now. I'm working for him right now. He better not be on my YouTube live while he's at work. But anyway, people are under the misconception that bullying only happens with little kids. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that. They really think that. Oh, that's only something that the children do. No, these are grown adults. These are managers. These are CEOs. They are other employees. There is still bullying done at any age. It's not just at elementary age or middle school age. Teresa says, facts lounge. Yes, people are under the misconception that, oh, bullying is only for the children. No, it happens all the way up in nursing homes, right? Nursing homes, even the nursing home patients are being bullied by the employees that are working there, talking to them crazy, getting them, snatching them up when nobody's watching. There's so many lawsuits that happens in the nursing home because the nursing home employees are yanking up. They're talking to the patients like they're crazy. trying to give them a bath, tell them, hurry up. You got 5 minutes to wash up. Or if they're washing them up, they're washing them up, like, being nasty. So this happens at all ages, all levels, all the way up into the geriatric age. And that's why I said people have to learn how to be respectful to others. Just because you got because you're superior, just because the person that's working in the nursing home is a home care aide or whatever, over, like, they feel like they're over the patients, over the senior citizens there. Just because you're a manager, just because you're a CEO, does not mean that you have to talk to people like they're crazy at all. It's all about respect. But people, that's what I'm saying. People have lost the values. They have lost the what we have learned growing up with, you give respect where you give respect and you get respect back. People have lost all of that. Like all the core values of being respectful, right? I'm telling you. It is crazy. It is crazy. Teresa says, this makes my heart too heavy. Yes. People are disgusting. People are very, very disgusting. And like I said, this girl, Fendi at the McDonald's, it seems like what she was saying was true. She was being bullied. And sometimes she was probably being bullied only in the presence of the manager and her, because a lot of people, they will do that. They will only bully you in the presence of you being either by yourself or nobody is around. And some people, they'll bully no matter where. If there's like 20 people in there, they just trying to make things funny and trying to make it seem like you're a punk, and I'm gonna punk you out, or I'm gonna talk to you any kind of way, and everybody's gonna see me saying that you are dumb or whatever, or everybody's gonna see me say that I'm gonna take my belt off and whoop you, like my kids. It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. Very, very crazy. But y'all, like I said, I feel so bad for the lady, the McDonald's manager's children, the 6 kids. I feel sorry for the credit guru guy in Dallas, that he lost his life, and then the baby mama shot and killed herself because of whatever situation they had. Nobody wins in these situations, you guys. Ivan says, lounge, much love. That manager thought she could never catch that fade. Yes, Ivan. Facts. The devil lied to her. Pure survival. She told police why she kept messing with my money. Yes, that's why I said, Ivan, she was there. She wanted to work. It's not like she came to work and she was just hanging out. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa sent in a super chat. Thank you so much, Teresa. I love you, girl. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Love you all. Yes. Thank you, Teresa. But yes, those people, she did. She said that even in court, when she went to court, she said, but I think that she's going to get insanity, you guys, because of her mental. Like, we could see that she was mental. We're not all doctors I'm not a doctor, and maybe some of you guys are on here, but she was basically saying what happened to her. She was not about to act like she ain't did it. Like, no, I didn't do it. Everybody seen, so the guy that held her, at the gunpoint, seen her doing that. So she was being bullied, and what she is saying, it seems like what she's saying is real. This girl was really bullied, and it was up to the tippy top, to where she felt like she had to take action. She had to do what she had to do, because this lady was can y'all, how you have gnats that come around your ears, or flies, and they're like, and they won't go away. You be like shooing them away, and then they come. That's probably how she felt with her manager. Her manager would not leave her alone and was doing this constantly all the time. Teresa says, love you too. You're speaking the truth. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, we are speaking truth, because these things happen. They happen in all kind of workplaces. Just about almost every workplace, right? You got that one manager, you got that one employee that would do these type of things, right? Celebrity says, the bullying, but she was playing with that knife. Yes, she was playing with the knife. She sure was. Vivid says, agree. I agree. Yes, she was playing with the knife, and I'm not saying what she was doing was right or anything like that, but when you have a mental person a mental situation and we don't know what they're going through, and these type of things happen, she is, I believe, like I said, going to get I think she's going to get insanity. She's probably going to plead insanity. Oh, okay, thank you, baby. I got your text message. Yeah, she's probably going to plead. I think she pled not guilty actually, but I think they're going to get her with insanity. I think so. I think they're probably going to give her insanity because all of her videos, her social media, y'all, I'm telling you, it leads to her. It sounds like what she is saying is real, and she's not. You know, some people will do things like pow somebody and then kind of make up a lie as to, well, they were going to attack me when the other person maybe didn't have a weapon on them and they weren't doing anything. But this right here, from what she's saying in her videos, and I'm talking about quite a few of her videos on social media, it sounds true. It sounds true. And just because you're going through something at home doesn't constitute, we all go through things at home. Not one person in here cannot tell me that they don't have no type of issues at home where they're upset, they're trying to deal with whatever they're dealing with, but does not constitute you going to work or going to church or going to the bingo hall or going to Walmart or Kmart. You know, that's old, you know, Kmart. I don't even think we got Kmarts no more, y'all. But anyway, going to any store, grocery store, whatever, talking to people crazy because you are dealing with whatever you're dealing with under your four corners. So it's crazy. Teresa said, I think so too. Insanity, please, it makes sense. Yeah, I think so. But like I said, she was sounding like what she was saying was true. That's why I said, I told my baby, I said, we is going to this trial. I want to hear what these other employees were saying. Was there evidence of her being bullied? Because I believe there's probably evidence of her probably being bullied. Vivid says, I do believe she was bullied. I think so too, Vivid. I really do. Hey, Cray, Mississippi, how are you? Cray said, I just got here. Who we talking about? We talking about the McDonald's manager that got shanked and, you know, killed unalive by the employee Afeni. And we're also talking about the credit guru person, guy in Dallas, who got killed by his ex-girlfriend and the child of the mother of his child in the barber chair while he was sitting down. Could y'all imagine? Like, you're sitting down, you know, you're getting your hair done, and then somebody's coming in and just pow somebody in front of you. Like, I couldn't imagine being the barber, like cutting the hair, and this your client getting shot and while you're doing the hair. It's just sad. Lisa says, I want to know everything that led up to that. Me too, Lisa. We gonna be all ears, and I think that trial is probably happen very quick. I think it is. I think that trial is gonna happen very quick. Celebrity says maybe she'll get manslaughter. I don't know. I decided to live today says they had a video in McDonald's. Yeah, they had a video where remember the guy was at the window and she was just shanking the lady, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Tammy says hopefully witnesses can co-sign the bullying. Yeah, I hope so. John says she's in court on July 23rd. She in court. Okay, I gotta check, John. Thank you. I'm gonna check on her court case. I'm gonna look it up because y'all know we can look up court cases. You know, whatever county, state, whatever, you can look them up and see when they're on the docket next. Because sometimes they'll slate them for like certain days. Tony says yes. Just skipped over the comments. They don't fit your false narratives. My false narratives. What false narratives? Anyway, Vivid says I had this same situation happened to me when I was 19. I was called to work on my day off at McDonald's. I had the chills and she put me on the drive-thru. When I asked for a jacket, she fired me. Oh, wow. These people, I'm telling you, some of these people are something. They are a piece of work, y'all. Celebrity says that Barber has PTSD now. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. A very traumatizing situation that he will probably or she will live with forever on, you know, moving forward for the rest of her or his life. Yeah, that's sad. Vivid says she yelled at me in front of everyone. Even customers, I never came back. Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, Vivid. That is crazy. Tammy says, didn't both of them get caught with weapons? I don't know, Tammy. I don't know. Tammy says, at Tony, watch your mouth. Period. Facts. Because Tammy and Celebrity will send you around the corner to the block party wherever you may lay or wherever you may slay, baby. I'm just saying. And it's going to be on a Sunday fun day when you don't have no home training, right? I don't know. I don't know, Tammy. I don't know. I don't know. All this stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, this week has been a whole crash out. This week has been a crash out. And it's so sad because there's children involved that are left without a parent. I'm like, why did this lady decide to do that? Not thinking that she is going, if she goes in there and does that and then unalives herself, this baby is without a mother and a father. It's sad, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all, it is sad. It is sad. It is very, very, very sad. Vivid say, yes, that's sad. Yeah. I decided to live today says they need to do mental checks on managers. Yes, they do. They sure do. Celebrity says, yes, she snapped. Yes. She snapped, crackled, and popped. I'm telling you. She snapped, crackled, and popped. Because welcome back, D-Dad. Welcome back. Yeah, she snapped, crackled, and popped because from what I've her videos now, from Afeni, the McDonald's employee, from her videos, she was trying to work. She was trying to make money. She even had a second job cleaning. And even when she was kind of complaining about the cleaning, about how people are nasty and, she got to clean up, that was her job. She was complaining about that, but she was just saying how they nasty and stuff like that. And even that sounded like it was real because we all know we got a cousin, maybe a sister or a brother or an uncle or aunt that is nasty as all get out. You go over to their house and y'all be standing by the wall. Y'all be like, come on in, come on in. You're like, no, I'm good. I just need to drop this off or I just need to pick this up, and y'all don't even want to go in their house. Some people are very, very nasty, right? So I can understand what she was saying, and what she was saying was kind of true. It's kind of true. It sounded like it was kind of true. Let me say that. But y'all, I'm telling you, these days and these times, y'all, we have to be careful because we don't know if our co-worker is going through some things. We don't know if the church sister or brother is going through some things. So the Walmart person you're in front of or behind with, at the Walmart or at the grocery store, I would say at the Kmart, at the Pick and Save, at the Aldi's, wherever. We don't know if they're going through something. We don't know. So we don't want to just be like talking crazy to them. Because we don't know if they're going to snap out. Because people snap out at the churches we done seen. They snap out at the malls, at the grocery stores. They snap out everywhere and anywhere, right? Teresa says we all have fam that be a little nasty. Yes, Teresa, facts. We got some family that we be like, oh no, I'm not going over there. If you go over there, they be like, come on, sit down, have a seat. We be like, no, I'm good. I just came to pick up this paperwork, or I just came to pick up this, or I just came to pick up that. You be scared to even sit on their couch. You don't even want to go in their house half the time, right? I'm telling you, Lisa says, yes, you know the one. Yes, absolutely. You be like, oh no. You be like, come on in, girl. Come on in. We over here cooking oxtails. You want to make a plate? Be like, no, I'm good. I got some stuff cooking already at the house, or I already ate. You don't want to take nothing from their house, right? They be nasty, then all get out. You be like, oh no, no, absolutely not. No. Vivid says yes. When people cut me off in traffic, I let them. I don't like the road rage mess. Yes, Vivid. Didn't y'all hear about that situation years ago? Remember, there was a road rage act situation where somebody was cutting somebody off, and remember, it was all on the news that somebody with the pow was shooting because of the road rage. That's what I'm saying. It's everywhere. It's just like Jamil said, I don't argue with nobody. I'm not arguing in the store with nobody. If they got the last water bottle, if they got if they got the last, my favorite, if they got the white peach Red Bulls, we not fighting over no last of nothing. You want the last one, you can have the last 5 of them. I don't want none of them. I'm not fighting with nobody because I seen crash outs even at Walmart. The one person, he got the last bottled water during like the COVID thing, and I'm telling you, he then picked up this other person, slammed them, body slammed them over the last pack of water. People are crazy. People are crazy, and I am not arguing with nobody. Be like, you want the last Red Bull, the peach one, y'all. This is my very favorite, the white peach. Knowing I ain't supposed to be drinking these Red Bulls like that, but I love these. And when they are very, very limited and few, if somebody was arguing saying, you taking the last one, that's mine. Well, baby, here you go. Here, take it, have it, have it. I don't want no problems. I just want to go home in peace. If I ain't meant to get no Red Bull, I'll get some bottle of water, right? I'm telling you, these guys said real nuts. Yes, they are some crazy people out here. Crazy people, right? Yes, Pink says right. Yes, they are crazy. They are real. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not fighting. I'm not arguing with nobody. If that's what you want, the last this, the last that, please take it, have at it, and don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I don't want no problems. I do not want no problems at all. At all. I'm telling you, at all. But y'all, I'm about to get off of here because I got to go make my oxtails and my yellow rice. That's what I'm about to make, some oxtails and yellow rice, y'all. I'm about to go and cook. So I am going to go put on my dinner meal, y'all, and we are going to cook, and then I am going to come back live, and we're going to talk some more about, Tammy says, yum. Yes, we get them oxtails and yellow rice today, baby. We get them oxtails and yellow rice today on this Sunday fun day. That is what we are eating today. Absolutely. Celebrity says yummy. Vivid says yummy. Lisa says, and let them go about their business. Yes, let them go on about their business. Absolutely. Hey Sarah, how are you? Thank you. Y'all look at a hot mess, but thank you, thank you. Dina says, speaking my language. Yes, yes, yes. Tabby says, any cabbage? No cabbage today, Tabby. We just doing oxtails and some yellow rice. And I don't know what vegetable, though. I just got some broccoli and I got some green beans. So I don't know. I was going to do some greens, too. But I was like, I like to put them in the crock pot in the morning early. And I didn't even order the stuff to do the greens. But, yeah, we're going to have some yellow rice, some oxtails and yellow rice. Cray says, murder suicide at barber shop. That's crazy. Yes, Cray. Can y'all imagine, Craig? I mean, I'm serious. I couldn't imagine if I'm sitting there with Jamil or my son or somebody, whoever, just going over there and sitting just waiting. And then you see somebody coming in the barber shop and then letting fire out and killing somebody while they're getting their hair cut. I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, if that is not like crazy, that is crazy. That is crazy. Tamara says, T from Detroit, they should have mental health training at fast food workplaces. Yes, because y'all, these people are, I'm not making it for everybody, because when I was way younger, I used to work at Burger King. We all probably worked at like a fast food restaurant in our like teenage years, and probably even some into thank you, Danny, even into some of, maybe 20s, right? Like Alfina was 26 years old. So they are working hard because they trying to maintain and trying to pay their bills. They're trying to feed themselves or feed their family, their kids, or whoever. And to go to work and be talked to like this and to be bullied, y'all, this is not right. So yes, mental health is, I'm telling you, y'all just be careful. If y'all work fast food, wherever y'all work, if y'all are a CEO or y'all are managers, whatever y'all are, just even you go to church, if y'all go to the bingo hall, y'all go to Walmart, just stay vigilant of people and just watch, because things happen everywhere, like everywhere, the churches, the workplace. I mean, there's active shooters that go to the workplace and they be getting mad because of whatever, mad at the manager, mad at another employee. Next thing you know, it is gunfires. We got active shooters. Oh my God, it's breaking news. So we have to be careful. Oh, thank you, Celebrity. Send in a super chat. Celebrity says, want to thank you for doing a motivational video for me when I was feeling bad. Always grateful. Oh, thank you, Celebrity Scandalous. Yes, yes. Y'all know I love all about motivation. I love love, peace, and tranquility, and treating people with great care and great respect. And y'all know we like to cut up here at the lounge too, but when it comes to the nitty gritty and treating people with respect and being respectful, being humble, those are very important things. Jamil says, I worked at McDonald's and in my 30s. Yes, people work in, that's what I'm saying. People work in McDonald's in teenage years, middle 20s, 30s, 40s, some even older, right? And then trying to make it, but that doesn't give the manager the right to come in because her kids is acting out of control and she can't control them, and then they talk like they're crazy. Jamil, are you stop? But I'm being for real. They do work in their 30s, some people, but it doesn't constitute you talking to them like they crazy. It doesn't constitute you acting like you got, upset at all your children, and you can't talk to your children like that, but you can come and talk to these employees like that. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy says, I don't eat tails of cows, not liver. Oh, we love the oxtails, Cray, Mississippi. We love the oxtails. And if you from Mississippi, you know you from the dirty South, Cray, Mississippi. You know them oxtails and yellow rice be on and popping all around town, right? Right? Lisa says, hi, Jamil. Keep It Cute says, how have the same issue at my job. Yes, Keep It Cute. You have to be mindful. Like, people just have to be, you don't like you let me say this too. People are under misconception that whenever they go to work, their employees, they're supposed to be like friends and they're supposed to be cool with them. It's okay. I'm not saying don't be cool with them, don't be, respectful and whatever, but at the same time, a manager and other people, other employees don't need to be talking to people like they crazy. I mean, some of them, I'm telling you, they be having I'm telling you, I've been in the workplace before and people would be acting a whole donkey. And it's like, man, are you serious? Are you serious? You got people snitching on other people because they trying to kiss up to the boss because they trying to get the next promotion. You got people over there get mad because they didn't made 27 cheeseburgers and you only made 2. It's like, come on, people. Like, come on, you have to just be respectful. Celebrity says, right, you're at work, not at home. Yeah, I'm telling you, people are just crazy. People are really crazy. Hey, Moni, how are you? D-Dot says, yeah, you see it all. Yes, I done seen it all. And we all have. If we're all older, like me, I'm really 21. I'm really 21, y'all, but I done seen a lot in my 21 years. I'm just saying, my government name has died and been buried in the backyard. But all of my 21 years, y'all, all of my 21 years, I have seen a lot. We all have, right? We have seen a whole lot, right? Payne's laughing. Look, we done seen a whole lot, right? We done seen the crash outs. We done seen almost people almost about to, take each other out. I'm telling you, yelling, cursing, acting a whole plumb fool. You be like, is it that serious? It's not that serious. Like, one thing about me is like when I see somebody like yelling and acting a plumb fool in my 21 years, of life, my 21 years of life, right? And I've learned that whenever somebody talks crazy to you, when the best thing that you could do is ignore them or be like, is that it? Or is that how you really feel? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, have a nice day. Y'all, that will make them even madder, but that will let them know that what they're saying does not bother you, right? It does not bother you. You have to let them go on. You have to, like, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes a problem, like with a female, that's when you have to. I'm not saying what she did was right. It was terribly wrong. But that's when, if you are, more mature, that's when you have to either call McDonald's 1-800 number, make a report, say this manager over here in Detroit, she is acting like Waka Flocka Flame, like she ain't got no home training and there's a problem. Houston, we have a problem over here. Call the 1-800 number, or maybe you can sit down and see if you can talk. But if she was bullying her, I don't think there was room for probably talking. I don't know. Lisa says, what are you cooking tonight? I'm cooking some oxtails and yellow rice, girl. I am cooking some oxtails and some yellow rice. Ronnie says I need to come and fix your ceiling. Oh, y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? No, this is not mine. This is my son's house, y'all. This is my son. My son. He's 26 and he bought a brand new house. And his tenants, look, his tenants, right here, y'all see this right here? The tenants, they did not let him know that the air conditioner, this is a brand new house, brand new. My son's house is brand new. His tenants, he rents his house out. He's Airbnb. But they didn't let him know yes, Craig, Mississippi, yeah, the McDonald's worker was 26. Look, the same age as my son. See, people go through all walks of life. But my son, yes, this is his house, and he had tenants, and he just came in. The cleaning lady came in to clean, and this is what happened. So I told him we have to get this fixed. So I don't know how, we got to call the insurance or something. But yes, I don't know if it's a leak. It looks like a leak, but like I said, it's a brand new house. So we have to call and see what they could do to come and fix it. But yeah, so yeah, it's crazy, right? But that's why I'm over here spot painting and helping him. I'm working for my son today, y'all. Yeah, I'm working for my son today while he's at work. But yeah, so we have to get that fixed. Pang says, hold up in Bob Martin voice. I know, right, Pang? Hold up, swole up. Yeah, my son's 26 and this is his house. Yes, his house. This is his house. He got a brand new house. Brand new, and he rents it out on Airbnb. He rents it out. It's a 3-bedroom, nice house. And he rents it out at 26. Yes, he's 26 years old. But that's what I'm saying. People have to teach their children, look, you got to save your money. Save your money. You don't let your kids be going out and buying all these Jordans and all that other stuff. You got to make sure they save that money. They put them dollars in the bank. Like, that's how I did. My kids is save their money. Even my daughter, she got enough money to go and buy her own house right now, put it down, good down payment. But I don't want her to move out quite yet, right? I want her to continue saving her bread, getting that bank account real healthy and fat, real fat and juicy, real juicy and real fat and juicy. You know what I mean? So we don't want to. Oh, Craig says definitely a leak. Yeah, I think it is because it looks like okay. Let me see. Oh, I'm like pointing on the phone. It looks like right here it's like some kind of like water damage or something like that, like some leaking. I guess the tenants were probably running the AC too much or something. I don't know. But Tina says your kid's 26. Yes, my son is 26 and I'm 21, y'all. I am 21 and a wake up. We got him. The stork bought him over, and put him at the front door, and I just raised him. And I was like, okay, let me go ahead and raise this little baby that somebody bought me. Let me stop playing. Yes, my son is 26. My son is 26, and this is his house. He rents out an Airbnb. And this, like, look, see my stuff, my little paint and stuff. I'm like doing little touch-up paint. That's why I got paint all in my hair. But this is his house, brand new house, and he rented it out. And the tenants didn't tell him that the thing was leaking like this. We had the cleaning lady come over yesterday, and we just found it like this. So yeah, we got to figure out something. Call the insurance company or have somebody come over here and pay. Celebrity says, like the kitchen, thank you. Yeah, he got the little fancy refrigerator and nice. Oh, of course, white. Y'all know he tried to copy his mama. Y'all know I like white. We got my house is all white. I love white. They call my house the White House. But he when he got his house white, he in there. What color you want your cabinets, sir? Oh, I want them white like my mom. I was messing with him, but no, he likes the white cabinets too. But thank you. I decided to live today. Thank you. Pang says the lounge, madam, you look good. Fine like wine. Thank you, Pang. D-Dot says the lounge, you good in the hood. Thank you, D-Dot. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm over here. Look, I'm painting. I got paint all in my hair. Look, I got paint in my hair. I need to go wipe out. So I was like just doing some spot painting for his house. So yeah, so I was like, I need to go live though. Let me get my tail off of this. So yeah, I was like, I need to go live with these stories because I'm telling you, it was like on my mind. I was like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and go live because I'm telling you this story with both are stories. The one in Michigan and the one, hold on, y'all, my nose, I don't know why my nose like it be running like, I don't know why, but every time I see a story late at night, I just want to get on live and go ahead and go live and tell you guys. Celebrity says the White House is cute. Oh, thank you, Celebrity. Y'all know I like everything white. Everything is white. The floors is white, but my son, he got gray. So his is like gray. Everything is gray, black, and white, I guess. So that was his little his thing. Y'all know he's a man. He's a young man. So that's the colors he chose for his house. But yeah, y'all. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Let me go and take these things. So I gotta go back home so I can go and put my oxtails and yellow rice on so we can eat good. So we can eat good all the way in the hood. Teresa says allergies from paint probably. Yeah, I don't know. But my nose be right. I don't know. I think it's allergies, maybe period. And maybe allergies from the paint. I don't know. I got paint all on my arm. Paint all in my hair. I was like trying to be clean with paint, making sure, look, I ain't got no paint on the floor. But I think I got some paint. Look, I was trying to make sure I didn't like make a mess with the paint because my son probably come in, Mommy, you just spilled paint. You done did this, you done did that. I'd be like, well, just fire me. Just fire me, okay? Just fire me. Fire, cha. Just fire me. And make sure the doors is locked. And but yeah, y'all, it's crazy. It is crazy. Roll up his little thingies. It's crazy, but y'all, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna get home, and I literally live like 2 minutes, like 2 streets over, right? Like 2 streets over, like literally, I live 2 streets over. We live 2 streets over. Teresa says that is funny. Paint everywhere. Yes, paint everywhere. I was, just spot paint. I got paint in the hair, paint. Oh, look, all on my arms. Look, paint all on my legs. Probably, yeah, paint all on my legs. I got paint everywhere, y'all. It's crazy. Dida says I can hear your voice through your nose loud and lips a little sick. I don't know. I think so. But it's raining today. And then when it started to rain, I was like, ooh, I'm like OCD. I was like, ooh, I'm about to fertilize the grass because I love my grass to be looking like immaculate. I was like, ooh, it's raining. Let me throw some fertilizer out on the grass. um, uh, Didas, okay, Tammy says, she should have just gave her a 2-piece and maybe 2 biscuits, then quit. I know, right? I don't know why she did that. Like, I mean, both people, the McDonald's girl and the credit guru person. I don't know why they did not do that. Like, just, give them 2 pieces and a biscuit, maybe go to jail. Nobody's lives would have been lost, right? You just probably had to go to court, probably stay in jail for whatever situation or whatever charge they charge you with, but nobody would have lost their lives, right? Sharice, hey, Sharice says, I love your hair, beautiful, and how you look today. Thank you. I look a hot mess, y'all. Thank y'all for the compliments. I'm over here cleaning. I'm over here like, well, not cleaning, really like just painting, doing touch-ups and like taking out this and taking out that. But thank you, Sharice. Dida says, all that white paint the lounge have you looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Dida, you is a mess. You is a mess. Sharice says, happy Sunday. Thank you. Happy Sunday to you too. Happy Sunday. But y'all, I'm going to get out of here. It is raining. I mean, cats and dogs outside, y'all. And I'm going to go and fertilize the backyard because I love my backyard looking like in my yard be on fleek. And, I'm cheap, so I don't want to have to run the water and pay the water bill, right? So we like to get the rain, throw the fertilizer out, let the grass, get green and pretty like it always is off of Mother Nature, right? But y'all, thanks for stopping in. I am not going to keep y'all. I'm going to slide myself right on 2 streets over to the house. And I'm going to go live later after I, trying to show, after the entrance to his house. After, I'm going to go live after I get myself situated, get some food cooking. And yeah, we're gonna talk about more in depth of Afeni, because I have her social media, and y'all, there's a lot of stuff on her social media that is crazy. But y'all, we're gonna go over it, and I will see y'all later. But thanks for stopping in. Thank you, my mods, Tammy, Celebrity Scandalous. Thank you, thank you. Teresa says, a beautiful home. Thank you, Teresa. It's my son's house. Tammy says, newcomers, disrespect is not allowed over here, period. Yes, and Tammy and all of my moms, Celebrity Scandalous, will send you around to the block party where you may go, where you may lay, where you may slay, wherever you may land. But y'all, thank you so much for stopping in. John says, thanks to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Dida says, peace and tranquility, y'all. Yes, always lead with love, peace, and tranquility as always, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next live later on, y'all. Have a good night. I mean, a good night. Good afternoon. I'll see y'all tonight, y'all. Love you guys. See y'all.